living life.
Building to a crescendo all week, and very shortly it will be for real. We have all the action for you live. Hello, delighted you've chosen to join us. We're here at the Estadio Ciudad de Valencia. I'm Derek Ray, and ready with his tactics board alongside me is Stuart Robson, my commentary partner. And without doubt, a match with the potential to bring genuine excitement. It's Ukraine, and they take on Sweden.
Well, this should be a decent game today. Both managers will have a game plan. Both teams have a certain style of play, and both sides will want to start quickly. I'm looking forward to this.
Con el 16, Mikolenko. Con el 15, Isankov. Con el 10, Shaparenko. Con el 17...
And the starting 11 for Ukraine.
Well, in this 4-5-1, they've only got one up front, but there are 2 or 3 of the midfield players who love to break forward with quality. But the most important players for me will be the wingers. They have to provide the energy and dynamism.
Here's the starting 11 for Sweden.
Well, in this 3-5-2, key to their success will be the wing-backs. If they can get high up the pitch, deliver good crosses and defend with intelligence, they've got a great chance here.
So, underway, and we expect intensity, passion, and a few goals for good measure. UCRAINA. Attack looks promising. Took a really smart piece of defending to stop them. Oh, danger here. Well, just fractionally wide. Good strike. Textbook example of how to cut it out. Always difficult to predict in advance who might decide a game, but you could make a strong case for this man, I think, Stuart. What are you expecting to see from him?
Well, if crosses come into the box, he will get on the end of them. He's just so good in the air.
Svensson. Sitting deep here, that's their intention.
They're just too passive with their defending now.
That's a good-looking pass. Well, read that magnificently. Georgi Sudakov. Well, it's a textbook example of dynamic passing. Sudakov. That's a nice ball. And the keeper has possession of it. And the fine tackle. Mikola Shaparenko. Dovbik. Can he? And you've got to credit that magnificent piece of defending.
Well, he really did get his team out of trouble there.
UCRAINA. Svensson. Well, that's how to put in a clean tackle. Well, there's a really stylish piece of running. Chance to put them in front. Palmed away by the keeper. Well, not too fussy about where he sent the ball, and it will be a throw-in. Oh, not a good throw-in at all. And a throw-in it's going to be. Georgi Sudakov. This might get them in front. Delivering it into the box. Still alive. Crucial intervention just then amid impending danger. Svensson. Here's Isak. Oh, that's a fine stop to get it out of harm's way.
Well, you have to think they're going to take the lead at some point, because they're really looking dangerous at the moment.
Dovbik. Determined defending. Well, there it is. That's going to bring to an end the first half here at the Estadio Ciudad de Valencia.
Well, he was one of the better players in the first half, but needed to be better still. Your thoughts?
Well, he didn't contribute enough in that first half. I think he needs to work harder to get on the ball. He was far too static. In my view, he's got to make more runs behind this back line in the second half.
So underway again. You might call it a defensive masterclass so far. Will either attack come to life? UCRAINA. Svensson. Mikola Shaparenko. Possession changing hands. Giving it a go. And a little too close to the keeper in the end. Viktor Tsigankov. Flowing here. That's not a bad ball. Well, decent effort, but not troubling the keeper too much.
Well, as you can see from those stats, they're just not creating enough. They need to play at a quicker tempo, get the ball into the danger area and get more players in the box. Make the opposition have to defend it.
Mikola Shaparenko. Konoplia. Georgi Sudakov. And on the ball, Shaparenko. And a good challenge to bring that attack to an end. Svensson. Can they carve out a chance?
Now, where's the penetration?
Nice looking pass. Well, he wasn't messing around with the clearance. Sudakov. That's useful play. options in the centre.
2.1.
Well, it's a decent-looking attack, this. Larson with it. Oh, big moment! Oh, superb tackle!
Over the touchline for what will be a Sweden throw.
Well, a splendid individual performance, but the manager elects to make a change.
See it as very disappointing to give it away as cheaply as that.
Yeah, they've made it too easy to win it back there.
Now opening things up. Well, he's placed it wide. Really close shave.
So a personnel change then.
Vitali Mikolenko. And showing good game awareness. Svensson. Pushing for the winner. Can they forge ahead? Just couldn't get it through. Svensson. An alert piece of defending. Just have to make sure they don't get caught on the counter-attack. Ilya Zabarny. Sweden recovering possession well. Well, moving the ball forward, they might be in business. Plays with a positional sense that is second to none. Dovbik. Viktor Tsigankov. Will it be? Oh, brilliant goalkeeping. And there's the whistle. They cannot be separated after 90 minutes. And this will test the mentality of any footballer. Oh, he saved it! In it goes! And he's beaten the keeper. Well, dead centre with that penalty. Can he keep us cool? And straight down the middle. Well, the keeper reacted magnificently. So lethal in front of goal. His turn to try to convert from the spot. And confidently converted. And he finds the net. He could hardly miss. So much hinging on this. And the shootout continues. Goalkeeper beaten from the spot. he convert it here? And they bagged it. And up he comes, doing his best to remain focused. He had to score, and he does. To win it. They prevailed in this penalty shootout.
Well, he's guessed the right way, and what a good stop that is. A match-winning stop. Brilliant from the keeper.